There's news, there's sense, and there's nuisance. This show is all about that last bit. Last week, Arnab Goswami on his Prime Time Shout Festival gave us what he thinks is the nation's sharpest opinion and spouted this.
The allegedly evil Soros has given a lot of money to a lot of people in the Indian news and especially the Indian digital news ecosystem. These unethical members of the Soros media have been completely lying and constantly lying and saying, oh, you got to pay to keep the news free.
I wonder who he is talking about. Who could it be?
Pay to keep news free.
Pay to keep news free.
Pay to keep news free.
Let me come back to the big daddy of hate news later. First, let's talk about one of the many minor minnows of madness, Aman Chopra. The News Broadcasting and Digital Standards Authority fined 5 shows of Aman Chopra for, quote, targeting, vilifying and castigating the entire Muslim community for the actions of a few miscreants, unquote, and giving the incident a communal tilt. The channel was fined and asked to take those shows down, matlab take it offline. The fines were for 20,000, 25,000 and 50,000 rupees. I'm guessing the fine is directly connected to the amount of hatred spread. Ye hai nafrat phailane ki कीमत. I don't know how NBDSA measures that, but I do know the reprimand is not very effective and has never been. At the time of recording this show, the offending shows were still available on News 18's YouTube channel and website. They are still earning from those shows.
सबसे पहले गुजरात पुलिस का डांडिया आपको दिखाते हैं। फुल स्क्रीन पर तस्वीरें दिखा दीजिए। हुआ ये देखिए आप, ये तस्वीरें देखिए। मैं फिर तस्वीर की कहानी सुनाऊंगा। तस्वीरें देखिए आप। ऑडियो दे दीजिए भाई, एम्बियंस दे दीजिए। गुजरात पुलिस का डांडिया। ये आरोप लगते थे कि गरबे में लव जिहाद हो रहा है। कई मुस्लिम युवक जो हैं गरबे में घुस रहे हैं, वहां पर गरबा फेस्टिवल में घुसते हैं, वहां पर फिर फोटोग्राफी, फोटो वगैरह खींच रहे थे, वीडियो बना रहे थे। भारत में इस गला काट कट्टरता का गला कब कटेगा? देश को इस गला काट कट्टरता की आदत क्या डाल लेनी चाहिए क्या? ये लड़ाई हिंदुस्तानियों की है, हम सबकी है इन घुसपैठियों के खिलाफ। आपकी, मेरी, शोएब की, हम सबकी एक साथ है। इनकी हिंदुओं से ज्यादा होगी लेकिन हम सबकी एक साथ है। लेकिन मेरा भाटी जी आपसे सवाल है, इनको निकालेंगे कैसे? हिंदुओं के खिलाफ महागठबंधन उत्तर प्रदेश में तैयार हो रहा है और 80 वर्सेस 20 की बात जब की थी योगी आदित्यनाथ ने तो वो सही थे।
Coming to the fine amount, which is a grand total of 95,000 rupees. अब जरा ये भी बता दीजिए उस नफरत से कमाई कितनी आई? Just so you know, these shows were sponsored by
Unacademy, Patanjali, MDH Masale, Rakesh Spices, Goldie Masale, Nourish, Somani, Lux Inferno, and Sheetal.
Do let us know, dear channel and sponsors, how much money was exchanged to pay for the hate and how much each party earned. Also, will these brands now stop advertising on this show or this channel, or are they as shameless as the anchors? We have sent them these questions. We will update you in the next episode in case they do answer. 95,000 ka fine? Yaar, this is like giving a 200 rupee challan to someone driving a 1 crore ki Mercedes. Koi farak nahi padta. This is why we say that changing journalism is in your hands. And how do you do that? By subscribing and paying to keep news free. Because we don't take ads. We depend on those who value journalism, which is viewers like you. And you pay to keep news free. अच्छा, pay to keep news free से याद आया, पिछले हफ्ते बोला था ना इसने।
The ironical part is that these completely blemished hashtag Soros media then asks the non-Soros media ethical questions. The Soros media asks the non-Soros media, non-Soros media tell us who owns the news. Well, I tell them, Uncle Soros owns you. We can name and shame the Soros media. And I know they're quivering right now.
Hey, why are you quivering?
I'm not quivering. I'm pretending Rajdeep's dance classes to be a better anchor. Sardesai ki boogie woogie. Why? Should I be quivering?
I think instead of having to name and shame the Soros media, they must on their own declare themselves.
यार अर्नब, इतना सब कुछ बोल दिया तूने, हमारा नाम भी ले लेता. Since the nation will do what you want, just tell them not to subscribe to us and they will stop, yaar. They obey you like the nation's Godi media obeys them. Now, why does Arnab do this night after night, putting out nonsense, half-baked information, hate and anger? This is not news. अब भाई ये sensible भी है, credible भी है, सच है, fake है, परवाइल है. And he gets a few other losers like him to sit around and create noise. मतलब रौनक हो जाए, जैसे कि, पंजाबी अंकल पंजाबी वेडिंग्स में करते हैं. अब इन महाशय को ले लीजिए.
He also keeps dispersing money to things like News Minute and all other organizations.
Is it?
Whose job is to...
But they say they have no money.
It's to wake up. Oh, no. You see, they've spent all the money.
All these websites say they do. All these websites say that they only live off the little money that readers give them.
See, George Soros is their sugar daddy, you see.
George Soros is their sugar daddy, you see.
Allow me to display the caliber of the kind of panelists Republic has. Here are some of this commentator's tweets and utterances.
Here is Abhijit asking some important questions. Here is Abhijit Iyer Mitra calling Newslaundry the ISI front. Hey, come on, man, I can't read this out. Come on.
You will often find this person on India Today and Rahul Kanwal's show also. क्योंकि सब छोटी मोटी मछलियां ना बड़े होकर अर्नब अंकल जैसा बनना चाहती हैं. खैर, इन्होंने तो मुझे ISI एजेंट बना दिया. According to these shouting uncles, who are the equivalents of WhatsApp forwards, we are ISI agents, Soros agents, Naxal agents, और भी है, बताओ.
तालिबान.
चलो तालिबान आने दो. और कोई?
अलकायदा, वैगनर ग्रुप.
ओके, अलकायदा,
बजरंग दल.
डन.
रणवीर सेना.
ओके, डन.
खालिस्तान.
ओके, डन.
CIA.
ओके, डन.
विवेक अग्निहोत्री's I Am Buddha Foundation.
यार अपने भी कोई स्टैंडर्ड्स हैं यार. Let's not push it. Now, is there any credibility or substance or evidence of these accusations? परवाह है, कोई बिलीव करे ना करे, चार अंकल को साथ स्टूडियो में बैठाकर बस चिल्लम चिल्ली करना है. And that is the main Arnab problem. Uncleness. He's an uncle, I'm an uncle. We are all around 50 years old and don't realize it, and thus we behave this way. Arnab, though, is the classic Desi uncle. Why do I say that? And what are the symptoms of his uncleness? Well, symptom number 1. बिना एविडेंस के कुछ भी पेल दो. फेक न्यूज का व्हाट्सएप फॉरवर्ड आगे फैमिली ग्रुप में फॉरवर्ड कर दो. You don't care.
Did Sushant know about Riya Chakraborty's connections to the drugs mafia? Is that why the Bollywood and political links to the drugs mafia eliminated him?
ये तो फेक न्यूज है.
On the 5th floor of the Serena Hotel, I'm telling you, please check 5th floor of the Serena Hotel in Kabul. How many Pakistani army officers are there? I'm giving you. You want to know more details? Should I tell you which room? Or is this enough? I can also maybe tell you what they ordered for dinner, so don't question my intelligence sources.
इस बिल्डिंग में 5 stories नहीं, 2 stories ही हैं.
He came out 50 meters from his residence. We are stopped. Suddenly our ambassador car is stopped and there are people who are breaking the windows with trishuls. And I know this is very unsavory, but I must share with you the reality of life as I have seen it.
ये इनके साथ नहीं, राजदीप के साथ हुआ था. इतनी फेक न्यूज फेड करते हो यार. Why did you spend hundreds of crores and build a super studio and buy a broadcast license? Like other middle class, cost conscious uncles, घर पे बैठ के रिकॉर्ड करते, व्हाट्सएप फॉरवर्ड भेजते रहते. इतने बड़े तामझाम की जरूरत ही नहीं है यार. तेरी न्यूज की क्वालिटी व्हाट्सएप फॉरवर्ड वाली है, बट प्रोडक्शन बजट स्टीवन स्पीलबर्ग वाले. या तो कंटेंट भी उस लेवल का कर दे यार. Being an uncle, symptom number 2. If someone tries to correct you, start shouting. मोहल्ले में इतना रौला पाओ कि no one wants to engage with you only. मतलब निकल जाएं, अंकल से बात नहीं करनी. Be an unpleasant, unreasonable person.
Because I'll tell you why. Because I'll tell you why. You hear me, then I'll tell you why. Can I tell you why? Can I tell you why? Then you stop, I'll tell you why. I can't shout over you. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why, Mr. Pathan. Don't be an anti-national. Don't be an anti-national. Now listen to me. Now don't speak over me. You speak over me, I speak over you. Last 7 minutes you've been talking.
Being an uncle, symptom number 3. No matter how angry and combative and unpleasant and a bully you are in your own balcony or in your own mohalla, when you meet someone more powerful than you, palto and do chaplusi that you expect as a right from your house help and building guard. घर की balcony पे.
ये योगी आदित्यनाथ तो ऐसे व्यक्ति है, उनको धर्म के बारे में तो कुछ पता ही नहीं है. 1 minute. योगा के बारे में तो कुछ पता ही नहीं होगा. भूगोल के बारे में कुछ पता नहीं और हिस्ट्री के बारे में और भी कुछ कम पता है. योगी आदित्यनाथ ऐसे अनपढ़ व्यक्ति हैं.
एंड मार्केट की क्रॉसिंग पे.
मुख्यमंत्री जी, थैंक यू वेरी मच. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर जॉइनिंग मी, योगी जी. ये हमारा जो प्रोग्राम है नेशन वांट्स टू नो, इसका दूसरा एपिसोड 24/7 चीफ मिनिस्टर कहा जा रहा है आपको इसमें.
And by the way, dear viewer, just so you know, once when my co-founder and I were at Khan Market. That's right, Khan Market. Guess who we saw sitting next to us at a restaurant? At Khan Market? Arnab Goswami. So I told Madhu, let's do a Republic-style ambush. You know, like Arnab's reporters, चारों तरफ से घेर रखा है, shoving the mic into people's face. So I said, Madhu, you be the reporter, I'll be the cameraman, and let's see what Arnab does when he's given a taste of his own medicine. So we did that, and here is what happened. Did he garjo and barso, saying anti-nationals, how dare you, etc.? No. He said, अरे यार, come on, come on, come on. क्योंकि बॉस ये गरजना ना सिर्फ स्टूडियो में होता है, आपको एंटरटेनमेंट करने के लिए. And in case you are wondering about why there is no audio in those video clips, it's because we are very poor. My phone was of such ghatiya quality, it did not record audio. पुराना सड़ा हुआ माइक था फोन पे, like middle class uncle. That is why I say,
you got to pay. We are so poor. We have no money. The mainstream media has money. We are broke. Help us.
Go to newslaundry.com. Click on the subscription button and support journalism क्योंकि हम बहुत गरीब हैं. So that if I ever bump into Arnab Uncle again, at least the audio is recorded and you can hear him say, come on yaar, please yaar, come on yaar. And also please like this video because that will help us reach more and more people because that is the way YouTube algorithms work. Symptom number 4 of being an uncle. One set of rules for the world and a different set for yourself. I'm sure you've seen many uncles saying, अरे विलायत गए थे वहां कोई थूक नहीं सकता, साले सब साफ है, तब बढ़िया काम करता है, एक बार अरे वहां you've seen such people ना. बाकी सब रूल्स फॉलो करें, गलत काम ना करें, except when I want. जब खुद पर बात बनाए, then there should be rule of law, which I agree with, by the way.
You are the one who thinks that you can use and misuse the law. The courts are watching you. You have no right to use illegal methods against our organization anymore. याद रखिए आप दोनों हमारे देश की न्याय और कानून व्यवस्था का खुलेआम आप लोग धज्जियां उड़ाने हैं.
Arnab, the way you were treated by the Maharashtra police was wrong. Completely wrong. There should be rule of law. But for others, you don't seem to care about rule of law.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't give a damn for the due process of law.
Uncle, या तो सबके लिए मांगो rule of law, या चुप रहो. Symptom number 5 of being an uncle, an important one. We all wear our trousers very high up. I don't know why, but we 50-year-old types have that terrible habit. But like everything else, Arnab, you take it too far, man. If you wore your trousers any higher up, your belt could be your face mask. Yaar, how uncomfortable must it be to have your pants like riding up right there? How can you possibly give yourself such a painful wedgie? Wait, that's it. That's the cause of all the problems. The super high and uncomfortable wedgie. At a time when Indian men have stopped buying underwear, as per this report, which by the way is a sign of an economic slowdown, koi support nahi hai yaar middle class uncle ke liye. Arnab on the other hand is doing the rich uncle super support wedgie. And if you just wear trousers lower down, all this hate and anger and unpleasantness and bile will vanish. You too will find happiness and peace and appreciate decent, honest journalism. Why? Because the pain will go, bro. The cause of your pain here and everywhere else, and the anger and frustration is the pain that is triggered by the uncle type high pant wedgie. Arnab, wear your trousers lower down and spare the world the hate you bring which comes from pain. You've heard the saying, right? Hurt people, hurt people. You are hurting, and because of that, you are hurting others and driving divisions between Ram and Rahim. You're building walls and barriers between Amar, Akbar, Anthony. You're driving a wedgie between Chinnu and Munnu. Arnab, bring peace to the world. Remove the pain. Lower those trousers a little bit and let Ram and Rahim be one. Break the barriers and let Amar, Akbar, Anthony celebrate together. Remove the wedgie and let Chinnu and Munnu hang out. What? I'm talking about young impressionable youth. I don't know what you guys are thinking. Perverts. The ideal height to wear your trousers has been prescribed by Yash Chopra long ago. It is the same height at which Yash Chopra's heroines wear their chiffon sarees. 3 to 6 inches below the navel. Same thing for trousers. It's the official height for sarees or trousers. Now coming to your unhinged rants on all non-Godi media, which don't run on Sarkari and corporate ads like you do. You assert कि देश की पॉलिसी को चेंज करने के लिए अपने फायदे के लिए रिच इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट्स न्यूज को फंड करते हैं, है ना? अरे I don't think he's talking about these guys. Arnab, are you talking about these guys? Or only this guy? You only have a problem with this guy, right, Arnab? एक बात बताओ, if all these people want to influence political outcomes and policy, wouldn't it be more effective to fund political parties directly through electoral bonds? वहां disclose भी नहीं करना पड़ता कि किसको पैसा दिया, कितना दिया है. सरकार wants to know everything about everyone. पैसा बताओ कहां से आया, and we are happy to tell you. But if you ask political parties, especially the biggest ones, कि आपका पैसा कहां से आया है, हजारों करोड़ किसने दिए, वो कहते हैं हम नहीं बताते. They will fight up to Supreme Court, but they will not tell you. But you will never see Arnab asking them on his primetime shows, because if he asks, it would be like, come on yaar, please yaar, come on yaar, please yaar. Arnab, it's like if you want to buy a trouser that hopefully you will start wearing a little lower, rather than going to the shopkeeper and buying it directly, would you pay some news portals जिनकी बात वैसे भी कोई नहीं सुनता कि पैंट वाले पर स्टोरी करो कि अर्नब को पैंट चाहिए, अर्नब को पैंट चाहिए, उसको नई पैंट की जरूरत है का इतना प्रेशर बनाओ कि अर्नब को पैंट मिल जाए. And even if that convoluted plan were to work and we pressure the pant wala to give us a pant, फिर पैंट तुझे पसंद आए ना आए, do you want half pant or full pant? What color? Is it giving the ideal wedgie or not? Is it of the material you want? We don't know all this. So तो खुद ही जाकर खरीद ले. It is easier to hold your nose like this or like this. This is if someone wants to influence policy through news. And this is if someone wants to influence policy through electoral bonds. But that you will never ask. So all you people watching this video, please send it as a WhatsApp forward to all the uncles in your life and ask them to stop spreading lies, stop ruining lives, and instead ask them to pay to keep news free. Because when the public pays, the public is served. When advertisers pay, advertisers served. अब अर्नब से तो बातचीत हो गई. Now coming to you viewers, why does so much hate, anger, inaccurate and fake news work on television? A recent case demonstrates this in the most clear way we have seen so far. You may be familiar with Fox News. It spews what they call a conservative agenda, but pretty much peddles hate most of the time. All these Indian hate channels are modeled on Fox News. ये सब Fox के clones बनना चाहते हैं. Meanwhile, what is happening in the US of A?
Dominion Voting has filed a $1.6 billion defamation lawsuit against Fox News.
Why are they being sued?
Rupert Murdoch's Fox network pumped out a steady stream of lies about Dominion voting machines.
Fox News and its biggest primetime stars went all in on Donald Trump's false claims.
Fox News ran lots of commentary about Dominion making counting machines that were rigged, resulting in Donald Trump losing the election. They played up Donald Trump's big lie about election fraud. America के नफरती चिंटू made these claims on Fox News. Just like Nafrati Chintus at Arnab Studios make bizarre claims.
And of course you can believe it because we've already found illegal voting.
We have demonstrable statistical and mathematical and computer evidence of hundreds of thousands of votes being injected into the computer systems. The Department of Justice and the FBI really need to get after it right now and investigate all the reports of fraud. There are hundreds of them.
Dominion decided to sue Fox News, and in the resulting lawsuit, Fox's internal communications have become public, but not leaked by Navika Kumar because Navika will never leak anything that is useful.
Private communications reveal that pro-Trump voices at Fox News were calling it nuts.
All these chats show that Tucker wanted a reporter fired because she fact-checked a tweet by Trump. मतलब सच बोलने पर fire कर दो.
Fox knowingly peddled election lies for ratings.
Rupert Murdoch, he acknowledges that some of his top hosts over at Fox News were peddling false election claims.
Basically, the Fox News model is that if we know it's shit, मगर अगर आपको entertainment मिल रही है, तो यही परोसो, क्योंकि hate and conspiracy theories sell more than real news. Guess who else is a fan of Tucker Carlson? I saw on your Twitter, you posted 2 Tucker Carlson
I'm a big fan of Tucker.
So you think he's a fantastic journalist? Okay journalist? Mediocre?
No, I think he's a very entertaining analyst.
Right, I figured. And that's why I said, I figured. It figures. In fact, the owner of Fox News said, it's not about red or blue, matlab Democrat or Republican. It's all about the color green, which is money. It's all about the money.
It's about the money. Follow the money.
You think they care about the truthfulness or accuracy, whether I'm an ISA agent or a Soros agent? By the way, Newslaundry has no Soros money. And even if we did, which we don't, we do a better job than Godi Media. And before we did stories on others' ownership, we did one on our own ownership. Thoda padh likh liya karo yaar. You think Arnab and others like him care about all that? The hate they spread, the inaccuracies they put out? Or are they happy carrying on, not caring, paying petty fines like 95,000, while what they earn is way more? So there is a lesson to be learned from all of this. You, dear viewer, and the facts are both irrelevant. You are the product and the advertiser is the client. To give you an example of what I mean, last week while Pawan Khera was being detained at Delhi's Indira Gandhi International Airport, here's what most channels were showing.
Number 1. Everyone tries to beat Times Now. But Times Now is the only number 1. Times Now always. Undisputed number 1 for 44 weeks. CNN News 18 number 1, trouncing Times Now and Republic TV week after week. Republic 56%. Where is the advantage? Arnab gets 56% at 10 PM. Arnab's sharpest opinion rocks the charts at 10 PM. Childish essays have no advantage.
So all these big graphics and tickers that you see about viewership and advantage, it's not for you, dear viewer, but for the advertiser. Ads do mujhe. Ads do, drugs do. This is clearly not for you, क्योंकि आप तो checkbook लेके बैठे नहीं है कि यार अच्छा कहाँ मैं ad देता हूँ, आप ad नहीं run करते ना. It's for the advertiser. ऊपर जो नफरत चल रही है वो आपके लिए, नीचे जो viewership का टिकर चल रहा है वो advertiser के लिए. Godi Media keeps calling out imaginary and fictitious interference by foreign billionaires. But what happens when some rather problematic accounting comes up of Indian billionaires who own most of Indian media? This.
What has happened is that Adani hasn't lost any money. They have reduced their profit even after the shares fell. LIC hasn't lost money. They have just reduced the profit.
इतनी एक्साइटमेंट अदानी जी को डिफेंड करने के लिए, इंडिया के गरीबों और मिडिल क्लास के लिए इतनी ही सहानुभूति होती तो शायद न्यूज़ का इतना बुरा हाल ना होता. Yeah, fine, Padmaja. At the time you did that primetime performance, LIC's investment in Adani weren't in the negatives. But what is the status now? Did you do a story on that?
No. We'll again go in circles. No.
Didn't think so. अदानी की डिफेंस में तो सब साथ आ गए. उनके अपने चैनल पर ये देखिए
कि अदानी जी 609 नंबर से दूसरे नंबर तक कैसे पहुंचे. सब जगह
तो राहुल गांधी को आप देख रहे हैं जो कि रायपुर में कांग्रेस के महाधिवेशन में बोल रहे हैं. पहले उन्होंने अपनी भारत जोड़ो यात्रा के अनुभव को साझा किया, किस तरह से वो लोगों से मिले और उन्होंने अपनी बातें राहुल गांधी से कही. उसके बाद बीजेपी पर जोरदार निशाना उन्होंने साधा. विदेश नीति को लेकर, चाइना को लेकर जो बयान केंद्रीय मंत्री की तरफ से आया था उसको लेकर भी बीजेपी पर हमलावर राहुल गांधी यहाँ पर नजर आए.
This is what it's come to. सरकार पर नहीं, dear anchor. He was questioning Adani ji. Or maybe for NDTV, Adani is सरकार.
आज तो मेरे को गवर्नमेंट बुलाएगा साला. क्या बुलाएगा? गवर्नमेंट.
This coming week is Happy Holi and we have a special Holi offer for you guys. If you click on the link in the show notes below and make the payment for an annual subscription, क्योंकि हम बहुत गरीब हैं, then you will get an all-new Newslaundry cap upon subscribing. This is a limited time offer valid until the 10th of March or until our stocks last. So it's a very nice cap. Do subscribe. You will support journalism and you will also get shade from the sun. So go to newslaundry.com, pay to keep news free and let journalism be dependent on you and not advertisers here. That's all the Newsance we have for you this week. Manisha will be back next week so you won't have to suffer me. Until then, stay mad because that's the only way.